Yo, this shit OP.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Cal, bringing you another video on the channel today. This moment here and now is amazing. This moment right here, right now is complete. But as we begin to think outside of the moment, things begin to get more complicated. And the story that we tell ourselves through our mind, we begin to expand the neutrality of this moment into either good and bad. And I talked about this in yesterday's video. These are known as beliefs. And this can contaminate our attention field, right? Which is the perception that we perceive the objective world as our reality. And with this, we can develop a distorted perception of reality, right? I was working yesterday and it was about 8 o'clock and the manager said, everyone can go home, right? Except for me, because I was closing. And I was like, cool, I was starting to wind down. And then what do you know, as soon as he says that, motherfucking 6 tables roll in, right? All at the same time. And with this, I was like, oh my fucking God, I was like, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do this. And I was constantly thinking out of the moment, even though I was working very efficiently and very effectively, and within that relative circumstance, in the sense of my job, I was doing a very good job. I became unconscious because I was constantly thinking about the next activity I had to do and what I had to get done. And I was like, oh my fucking God, dude, I have so much shit to get done. But then I reminded myself, okay, Cal, just take it one step at a time, because, all these tables, they need water, they need bread, they need what drinks are they gonna get? What are they gonna eat? Are they satisfied, or how are they perceiving me? How is the time that they are receiving all this stuff? Is it in alignment with their satisfaction? All these questions are regular questions that I ask myself as a waiter, right? And so this can be related to life very, very well, because when you look at things such as school, when you look at things such as your life circumstance, right? Things begin to build up very fast, right? According to our perception. But if we just take things one step at a time, rather than just being like, oh my God, dude, I have to do all of this according to this, and this, and this. But when you take, okay, step one, what can I do right now? You begin to chip away through baby steps, right? And once you know it, over time, you fucking annihilate that entire assignment. You annihilate that. I shouldn't say annihilate. You complete that job, you complete that task, you complete that goal while staying stress-free. And this is how I got a 4.0 in college, right? Because rather than perceiving things at such a broad scale, I would perceive things in increments, right? Now, I would be aware of what the goal was, but I would take steps. While I was at work yesterday. Okay, what can I do now? Bring these people water. Okay, bring them bread. Okay, fuck all that other shit. We'll get to it eventually. Then through baby steps, we can stay stress-free while making progress at the same time, without becoming stressed, without becoming like, okay, I'm inferior to others, without being like, oh my God, dude, I'm devalued, I'm worthless, I'm all this shit. And then what do you know? You are not moving towards a solution. You are just literally standing where you are, and it's only making yourself worse. And then as you're taking baby steps with this, you have a clear perception and understanding of reality. It's not contaminated. It's within this neutral playing field, right? And the more neutral you can stay, and trust me, from my own experience, I understand it is hard, but it is something that you can only practice within these situations. You can say it as much as you want, but until you are in that actual situation, that is when you do the most programming for your subconscious mind. Because once these shits all begin to build up, right, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do? However, there are solutions. The more conscious, the more present you can be within this moment here and now, the more of a balance you will begin in. Because if you begin to get stressed out within the mind, it will have a toll on your body, because you're throwing yourself out of homeostasis, out of balance, right? And it's going to take time for yourself to get back into balance. And it's crazy because our heart begins to beat fast, right? Our minds begin to thoughts get thrown into our attention, and then we attach to a thought, and that thought begins to expand and expand and expand with more perspectives and perspectives and perspectives. And what do you know? We're in a cycle of just down the rabbit hole shit, and it's like, oh my god, I'm about to cry. You know, listen, this happens to me, okay? But you have to develop a balance. You have to not contaminate your own perception, because it is your fault. It is my fault, okay? No one else's fault but yours, okay? Regardless of what's happening out there, you have full control of what's happening in here, okay? Meaning your choices, meaning what you're placing your attention on. Yes, those thoughts will spontaneously come up, and whatever thoughts arise, do not suppress them. Just simply observe them. Through reason, through logic, you can make the right decision. And I'm not trying to say this to be like, okay, don't make the wrong decision, don't do this, don't do that. Do what you intuitively feel is right. If you want to get stressed out, do what you want. But I know, according to my research, as you can see, yeah, people don't like to get stressed out. You know, there is good stress, but, you know, fuck that shit, you know? But listen, guys, if you can develop a clear perception and understanding of reality, it can help getting through situations of high intensity, or perceivably high intensity, a hell of a lot easier. So with all that being said, love yourself because I love you, baby. And yeah, peace the fuck out.